Brought you in my bike room just to let you know that I'm getting ready to go on another bike packing trip, and I wanted to show you all the things that have to pack onto the bicycle for this trip. And I'll just give you a brief description of them. I have my little stove right here with the butane that feeds it. I've got the cook pot, the cup that I pour things into. I've got the frame bag, and I keep tools in that, as well as 3 days of breakfast and evening meals, which includes 3 days of oatmeal and also some freeze-dried meals that I put into these Ziploc bags. That all goes in here along with the tools. Back over here I have the bag that hangs onto the handlebar, and with this bag I put my sleeping pad that is an insulated sleeping pad, as well as a down quilt, and then those go in here along with the pillow, and the tent hooks onto the front of that. I also have my toiletries bag, a couple carabiners, the flip-flops that I wear while I'm out there. I have a top tube water bottle holder, and this goes in there. I have my Bible that goes into one of these front fork bags. I have a top tube bag that holds quick ready snacks. It also holds a lock for the bike. Got a couple of towels. This is a quick dry towel and also a small towel. On the front, on the seat post, I have this rear bag. I think it's 14 liters, and it carries several kits, as well as a waterproof jacket and some extra clothing when it gets cold, which is starting to get that way in the mornings and evenings. Got all the lights that go on the bag. My GoPro equipment goes inside one of these. In the back there, I have some whole grain rotini. I carry that along with me also to mix with my meals for extra carbs. And I also have an ultralight seat that I can set up in the campground just to relax. That gets most everything. And now I just have to get onto the bicycle and get on the way. Well, I'm on the road. Destination Hartwell Dam. Go around that and look for a campground. It's a beautiful day to be out riding, except it feels like I'm riding into a headwind, which will slow me down. But that's okay. The goal is not speed, but saddle time and enjoying the ride around me. Riding through the park here at Hartwell Dam. Just thought you'd like to see how beautiful it is before I head on around the dam to my campsite. So this is the Hartwell Dam, and the river flowing down below. I believe the Savannah River. I'm not sure. And off in the distance you can see the bridge that I'll be crossing in just a few minutes. Yeah, it's at the bottom of a hill, and then I'll ride up the hill into South Carolina and be off headed looking for my campground, which should be, let me see, over in that direction somewhere. And my amazing machine one more time, fully packed for the journey. Trusteel Moto Bikepacking was the first bicycle that I ever purchased from a couple of teachers in Toccoa. Has served me well. Only a few miles to go to the campground. Then I get to get off and rest for that beautiful land up here, though. Well, I've arrived at my campsite number 6, all checked in, bike still fully loaded. You can see the lake in the background. I've got a beautiful pad here with very fine gravel to put my tent on so it won't hurt it. This is much better than the larger sites, but I don't have electricity, so I'm going to have to go down to one of the sites right across from me here and plug in some of my stuff to charge it up. But now it's time to start setting up the tent, get my sleeping quarters arranged, and fix some supper. Beautiful breeze here. Lovely place to stay. So I brought everything, including food. I've got some noodles and some mac and cheese cooking up here, but I brought, as far as I can tell, everything except my utensils. I didn't bring anything to eat with, so I am stirring my food with a tent stake. And I went over and asked my neighbor, and she brought me a bag of fork, knives, and spoons. I could feed several of you right here. So I am saved. So there's my mac and cheese. It's getting pretty thick. So I think I'll turn off the fire and just let it sit for a while and cook. And put my tent stake away. Well, it's about 7:30. I'm up. Just made myself a hearty breakfast of 2 packs of oatmeal. And now just take my time packing up, get my bike loaded up, and head off towards Seneca, where I plan to spend my next night. Well, I'm back on the road again, headed in the direction of Seneca. Hopefully they'll have a spot for me in the campground. Arrived at my favorite coffee stop along the way, so I'm going to go in and grab a coffee and see if there's anything else I can get that give me a little extra boost of energy. Woo-wee! That was fun. Well, I got off course somewhere back in my route, and I'm riding some of the old roads I've ridden and just trusting that I will get back on course. I don't want to go into Anderson, and every once in a while my computer tells me to take a right, and I disobey. I don't know if it's visible, but I see the mountains in the background in a very far off distance. Beautiful shot as I finally have found my way back on course towards Seneca. Something must have happened there, coming to rescue somebody out in the woods. Well, I finally made it to Seneca. Guess where? I think I'm going to go in and enjoy myself an Impossible Whopper and fries and a Coke. I deserve it. All right. So there it is. Whopper and fries and a Coke. In a few minutes I'll be headed over to the campground. I appear to be following another cyclist. These cyclists have to stick together. He's picking up speed. So I made it to, I believe it's South Cove Park in Seneca, and it's absolutely stunning. And all the tent sites are right on the water and just absolutely gorgeous. So time to unpack and get set up. So it's supper time. Making some vegan chili. On the road again. Can't wait to get back on the road again. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Something, something, back on the road again. Stage 3, headed home. Or leg 3. So I like to watch a lot of videos of bike packers, especially Toby and Louisa. In fact, I've watched all of their videos. One of the reasons I love them so much is that they're always smiling. Doesn't matter how tough it is, how tough the climb, they smile when they talk to the camera. So I'm going to try that. I'm going to be Louisa for just a moment here. Hello, folks. It's so nice to be back on the bike again this morning. The air is crisp and clean. Dogs are barking, but they're not chasing us. It's just so beautiful out here. And when Louisa climbs a hill, she shakes her head like this, goes, "It's so hard. It's just so hard climbing this hill." And I love it. Okay, on to Toccoa. That's really hard for me to do. Well, thank the Lord we're back on the beautiful roads of Georgia. So much smoother. A little over 100 miles, and that's my second bikepacking trip. A success. And these are my peeps. Oh, I'm gonna hit you.